How well we live here simply depends on how well we manage our surroundings and how well we manage ourselves. Fundamentally, life is management. If you don't know how to maintain your body, your mind, your emotion, your situations, your life in general, your home, your communities, nations and the world, the quality of our life is just how well we manage things with ourselves. Spiritual process will happen to you, not because you look up, not because you do look down, not because you look in the four different directions, but because you look inward. Inward is neither north nor south, nor east nor west, nor up nor down, because what is inward is dimensionless.
What is there in your memory is not your choice. Whatever you see, it's all recorded. Whatever you hear, everything recorded. Whatever you smell, taste, touch, every perception that you have is recorded within you. You have no choice what to record. Here there is a flower which is beautiful, let me just record that. There is filth, I don't want to record that, there's no such thing. Everything gets recorded. So if all this is there, how do I live clean? How do I live happy? So whether you turn your filth into a fertilizer or you smear it on your face and walk around, that's your choice. This is why karma. So what kind of karma happened in my life till this moment is not always my choice, so many things have happened. But what kind of karma I perform right now in this moment is 100% my choice. Will I use this filth as manure and blossom into a wonderful fragrance, or will I smear it around me and walk around with filth? This is the choice everybody has.
More people on this planet have fallen in love with the two-dimensional play of light and sound than the three-dimensional play of flesh and blood. Isn't that so? Because they turn off the lights, that's the main thing. You do one thing, go and watch the greatest cinema with all the lights on. Your hero and heroine will not look attractive. The lights are all off, naturally you're focused. They became so beautiful, they became so attractive simply because all other things were cut off just by switching off the lights in the cinema hall. In a way, that's what meditation means. You close your eyes and if you simply sit here, initially for a while the outside insanity plays itself out. If you simply sit in the right kind of presence, then after your outside nonsense has played itself out, there is no other distraction, you just look at this one. This is an explosive form of life. Anybody who does not know how to manage his own body, his own mind, his own emotion and his energies, if he is managing outside situations, he is only managing them by accident, not by intent the way he wants it. Because if you do not know how to manage your mind, how to manage your energies, how to manage your interiority, managing the outside is bound to be accidental. When you manage situations by accident, you exist as an accident. When you exist as an accident, you are a potential calamity. When you exist as a potential calamity, being anxious all the time becomes a natural part of life. If you want to go anywhere, the first and foremost thing is that you are straight. Then don't worry about the path, whether it's straight or crooked, up or down. Those are all created just to make you feel little adventurous. There is no path. You stepped out, you projected your whole life out, which is very illusory. If you stop the projection, everything is inside. Even now, everything is inside.
They spoke about right kind of thoughts, emotions, attitudes, and to some extent actions. There is no consciousness in this. If we are understanding that the way we think, feel and act is our consciousness, no, it is like we are mistaking a plant, we are mistaking the flower for the soil, we are mistaking expressions for the source. This is something that's happening everywhere, not just here. People think by changing attitudes their consciousness will change. No, by changing attitudes, certain actions will change. Yes, positive, beneficial, but it is not truly transformative. Change will happen, transformation will not happen.
So whatever impact or success or reaching goals or growth or whatever you say, on one level in the physical world, it's about how well you harness your physiological and your psychological process, isn't it? Whether your body and mind works against you or works for you, this is a big difference. So there is enough evidence to show only when you're in pleasant levels of experience, this happens best. So obviously, joy is first, then growth. If you're joyful constantly and you have no fear of suffering because you understand all human experience comes from within you, and so you have managed to create the kind of experience that you want, now growth is possible unbridled. If you have the fear of falling down and suffering, you will not go very high, isn't it?
You know why people are rubbing each other all the time? It's an effort to include someone who is not a part of you as yourself. If this happens in a very basic physical level, we call this sexuality. If it happens emotionally, we call this love. If it happens mentally, it gets labeled as greed and ambition and conquest. If it happens on the level of your sensory body, we call this yoga.